Anyway, so hello everyone. This is Chapter 8 of Forbiden Fruit. We're waiting for someone to figure out their fucking chair. So
my bad.
It's actually yeah. As LRM standards go, this is a pretty short gap between Chapter 7 and Chapter 8 in terms of when we read it. It's only been 2 years, so
it's only been 30 minutes since the gap between Chapter 8 and Pokemon the video.
Yeah, so we actually recorded something else for our other channel, which may or may not be up by this point, and I sincerely doubt it will. So, yeah, you can all look forward to that one as well.
This will be easy.
It's not it's not that piece of shit game Pokemon Go. So don't worry about it. Anyway, so
Paul's salty.
This is It's quite ironic that as the only actual Pokemon fan here, I really don't like Pokemon Go. But anyway, this is Chapter 8, and it is called The Kidnap, and I'll be reading this one. It's the last chapter, so we can all recap after missing everything else for about 2 years. I believe Atlantiana has just killed Uncle Larry, met Snoofles the panda, and she's about to fight Bella Swan, maybe.
So, just to start off in true LRM style with a tangent, how long has it taken us in total to read this entire fanfiction? Since Chapter 1, and that's including first reformation of LRM reading. So, the low quality version.
We started reading Chapter 1 in 2012, so 4 years.
4 years, and that's not the remastered one, that's the...
Yeah, that's the original.
Jesus.
2012.
But we started reading the remastered one in 2014.
So that's an
we actually read the first 7 chapters in about 6 months. It's just this one. This one is the main one.
An average of 2 chapters a year. Right, okay, let's crank it out.
Right.
It's like Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Hey guys, sorry it's been so long since an update. Oh, you know.
Fantastic.
Thanks. Oh, at least we're consistent with her.
Hey, fanbase. Sorry it's been so long since an update.
I have been so busy lately. So I had a fight with my old Beta, but I have a new one now, and she is helping me. But she is on Vacaton this week and next, so I promise I will sort the spelling mistakes out when I can. Oh, so basically, there's no corrections.
So this
in this chapter at all. Yeah.
Raw, baby.
I sat alone in the changes rooms. I was almost naked and looked awesome with my exotic lithely hair falling down over my face like a curtain of soft yellow cream custard with bits of purple in it.
She's so modest.
Yeah. It's like the Hibs Away kit from last season. But I didn't care how beautiful or exquisite I was anymore. Well, that's good. You just let the narration describe it for you instead. Edward was gone. He had left to follow Bella to stop her from killing herself, and I was so mad. Yeah, so were we. We were waiting for a final boss fight, and instead we get all this fucking emo shit.
Yeah, suicide intervention, probably not the greatest idea for a final battle.
Yeah. How could he leave me like that after saying Bella was a cow and he didn't like her no more? I was pissed, and the tears were falling down my face like a tepid summer rain of misery and woe.
That sounds like a Control-C, Control-V job to me.
Yeah. So I went home and skipped school and sat in my room in my black corset and leather panties, and I smoked some drugs and started to weep.
Ah, yes.
This is word for word, people. This is word for word from my immortal, really.
The big bag saying drugs.
What could it be this week? Is it heroin? Is it ecstasy?
Penicillin.
Dave came in and made a big... Yeah. No one is going to get that.
Yeah. True to form.
The obscure jokes start already, yeah. Dave came in and made a big smiley face. Oh, so it was ecstasy. That's fine. Hi, Tia. I didn't know you were home. How was school today? He didn't notice I was smoking drugs. He thought my cigarette of pot was a chapstick.
My chapstick's smoke too.
There's 3 separate things there. It sucks. My life sucks and I want to die. I screamed and my eyes glittered with beauty.
Scream.
Like I'm suicidal.
I like the next line.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
You teenagers and your problems, lol, he said, laughing a lot. They're terrible foster parents, really.
Oh, you want
Well,
to die.
And I knew he thought I was just some silly kid whining about homework. No, it's legal drugs, in that case. And dumb boys and stuff. It's almost right. Once you take away the homework, it's pretty accurate. He didn't know I had killed a man and lost the love of my life.
Wait,
and
hold
had
on,
made...
hold on. So, they just don't know that Uncle Larry has disappeared?
Yeah,
Like-
they know he's disappeared. They said this in the last chapter. They just don't know that she killed him.
Okay, right. Because we're saying, like, one of my brothers disappeared, I'd be a bit concerned.
Yeah. But clearly this guy is, like, the happiest man ever.
Yeah, like, it'll be at the morgue with the body. It's like, haha, Larry's problems, lol.
You Larrys and your being dead. Lol.
Oh, you could answer.
He didn't know I'd killed a man and lost the love of my life and had made Lauren get hit by lightning and that all the kids at school thought I was a freak because my face and bodies were so different from everyone else's. Oh, fucking hell. That was quite a sentence.
Just killed a man. Doesn't really fit.
Dave, you're a good person, but you're so fucking dumb, you asshole. I shouted at him and I threw my ashtray at his head without touching it. Then you didn't throw it. Never mind. I could make stuff move when I was angry now. It was so weird. Why did this have to happen to me? Yeah, because having telekinesis is like, this is just is terrible.
The gift of telekinesis is such a burden.
Haha, I guess you're right, he laughed. He thought I was joking. I wasn't spoiled or anything, despite the fact that I threw a fucking ashtray at him.
Yeah, he's got like a dent in his head now from...
Maybe that's why he reacted so well to it.
Oh, right.
Maybe he didn't notice.
Yeah. Fuck me, this chapter is so long. It's so nice having you here, Tiana. You're so pretty. She hears with her ears, not her eyes. I swear, you're even prettier than before, and I think your boobs have grown. Yeah, I know, they're like an E-cup now, I said. Casual conversation about your daughter's boobs.
Yeah.
Dave smiled and patted me on the head and left. I was so sick of being treated like a kid. Wow, that followed on from the patting, I suppose. And no one listening to me, that I got up and got dressed in a long black dress and took some pills of drugs and went out to the local
Gotta stay
nightclub.
away from them drugs.
Check this out. Went out to the local nightclub, which was called Pablo Nightmare. It's Spanish and goth. Oh yeah, this is probably a nightclub from the game or the book or whatever it's called.
The game.
Yeah.
Twilight, the game of the book of the movie.
Of the fan fiction. It was a goth club where all the cool people went in forks. Bella probably had never even heard of it.
Lol.
Everyone's lolling in this chapter.
Oh, yes.
I met Snooples on the way, and he came with me. We went to the club and got drinks and started dancing to the heavy metal music. People there stared at us because I was so different looking. Snooples was a panda.
I'm just picturing in my head.
Yeah, what's he doing there? He's endangered.
Two mental images here. One, Snoofles and like this giant angry panda and her. And two, them dancing like a swing dance basically in the middle of this like thrash metal.
It's like they're trying to make the Jungle Book contemporary.
Hey Tatiana, who's your friend?
Don't ask him, he's just a panda, lol. But we didn't care. We were having so much fun. We were so drunk and had taken a lot of drugs. So, how many drugs are you going to take, really?
A lot.
So my head was fuzzy, like there was snow everywhere.
Snoofles,
It's like a fucking...
you better not do something here.
It's like a fucking scene from Skins. Hi, you're called Tiana, aren't you? No, she's called Atlantiraniara. I am Jasper and I go to your school, said Jasper Cullen, who was tall with blonde curly hair like straw, only soft and nice and not dry. He was tall. That's the sentence. He was wearing a black pullover and red metal pointy shoes. Author's note, haha, that description sounded better in my head. Oh well! I think she's taking drugs as well.
Imagine if J.K. Rowling did that, like... Snape ejaculated Slughorn, and then author's note, I thought that verb or adjective would have worked better. Verb.
Wink wink, nudge nudge.
Erecto, said Hermione, LOL. LOL.
Yeah, she sounds very happy for someone who's apparently depressed. Hey, whatever, I said, quoting a Westlife song. Why aren't you with that girl I always see you with? You mean my GF, Alice, he said, and looked suddenly very sad and started to cry and bite down hard on his lips. Some Elfin Lead style repressed memories going on there, yeah. What is wrong, Jasper? I said. The problem is, I don't love her like she loves me. I am gay, and that's wrong, and I feel so horrible about it.
Aww.
Well, this isn't Face the Strange, so hopefully she'll be a bit less homophobic.
It's so hard
There's
to
nothing. Yeah, there's nothing bad about being gay, you know. I said. Really? He said, and looked shocked with his mouth open. Yeah, it's proper normal, and Snoofles is gay and everything. I said without knowing that. Yeah, and Snoofles waved, and Jasper waves back.
Oh no.
He smiled, and we all started dancing together, and Jasper gave us some of his drugs.
Oh, no,
There's going to be an OD here. There must be. Oh no, don't worry, it's fine. We had a really good time. I forgot she can't spell that word. And Jasper met another gay guy called Vince, and we all got in Snoofles' car. Snoofles' car. This guy. At the end of the night, and I drove around while all the others all had sex in the back of the car. Well, okay, I guess there was some furry then. I was drunk. Because I was a vampire, it was okay to drive. I had better reflex than humans.
Who was Sniffles having sex with?
So vampires just don't have to take fucking driving tests then.
Vince, Jasper, and Snoofles are having a threesome in the back. Which,
Yeah.
if anyone knows anything about pandas, it's hard to.
Yeah, well, they must have done well then.
Yeah, this must be like, Jesus, sign them up for the zoo.
Did they not figure out recently
hell.
how to actually make them go for it?
Didn't they show them porn or something?
No, it was something.
Like Big Jugs magazine.
Check out this babe on this bamboo shoot. No, it's actually interesting if I remember right. They figured out something to do with pee. Spray pee in a specific way. And
Oh, so vampires have the same sexual fetishes as Hitler. Nice.
Right, okay.
But suddenly, something jumped into the road in front of us, and I had to stop the car and get out. There was a man standing in the middle of the road. He was tall and muscly, as in muscles from the sea, and had black hair like the black feathers of a raven in the black darkness. He was good looking, but he looked so angry. I got out my samurai sword. I often have it with me. She'd pull out of hammer space, I suppose. But someone jammed up behind me and tore it from me. There were like 10 people all grabbing my body in the darkness, and they put a thing over my face so I couldn't see, and they tied me up. Jasper, Snoofles, and Vince were too busy doing gay sex on each other to notice. I could hear them grunting and humping and having and having orgasms on each other. It was so cute, but now is so not the time.
Imagine if you stumbled
It sounds like the kind
upon
of thing you
this-
say. It sounds like the kind of thing you say in a fucking comedy film, not when you're being kidnapped.
Like,
The
police
men-
officer pulls up. 10 people are like tying up this lady, and he like shines a light into the window. It's just a giant panda. 2 guys.
In Forks, anything goes.
That's true.
The men who had caught me took me away, and something hit me over the head, and I was unconscious. When I awoken, I found myself in a small, dark room, and the tall muscle man was in front of me. I'm just imagining like a giant collection of
clams.
large muscles. Yeah. I was stripped down to my underwear, and I was chained to a chair, somehow, with some metal chains, and I couldn't move.
Please let this be Uncle Larry.
Who are you, you wanky perv? I shouted. I am Jacob, the werewolf king, he yelled with his eyes rolling around in his face. He looked so mad and crazy. No, it's Jacob. It's Jacob Black, Bobby Brown's dad.
3, 2, 1.
No! Worst no ever. I screamed.
Try again.
And I tried to broke myself free, but I was under so many heavy chains, so I looked into his wagging face instead. What, wagging? Isn't like his tail or something? What do you want from me? Why am I here? I say, and I started to cry. You must be punished for what you did to Bella Swan. She didn't do anything.
Well, I suppose,
She didn't do anything.
she, by flirting
Proxy.
with Edward, despite the fact that Edward initiated pretty much all of it, caused Bella to try to kill herself.
Okay. he shrieked, and the drool was sloping down his face, just like rain, only thick and foam-like.
Oh, that's disgusting.
So it's the opposite of rain.
Next line.
You are.
Next thing's fantastic.
You are a half-bred. Hovis 50-50, best of both.
You're the best of both.
You are Hovis.
Oh, tangent,
Oh my
tangent.
god.
My
You
favourite
should never...
Oh wait, hold on.
Oh.
My
okay.
favourite advert of all time is the Hovis kid, who goes running to the shop and back. He runs to the shop and back and ages 25 years.
Is this 'cause
right,
the
yeah.
Hovis has...
Well, it runs
He's running through
forward.
time or whatever.
Okay. It's like, Hovis lasts through the ages, so buy some.
Or-
You're like,
Or something.
imagine running into that house and your mum's like, I thought you were dead.
Or better than that is the other Hovis advert, where the 6-year-old or 6 to 8-year-old runs to the shop and back with this magical bread and says, his mum says, "Yeah, you back?" "Yeah."
Yeah.
I haven't seen this advert.
I've seen the...
I don't really watch TV anymore though, so that's probably why.
This is from years ago. Like all of our references.
Oh my god. You should never have been born. Your father was a vampire and your mom was a witch. It's weird and wrong, and now you've broken Bella's heart. Half-bred. Half-bred. Half-bred.
Fire, get some fucking Hovis.
So, what we haven't realised here is that Jacob Black has basically just revealed her entire backstory to her.
Well, it's funny
Thanks.
he's only got like 2 paragraphs left to wrap up this entire fanfiction. So.
Yeah, how's this going to finish, really? Or rather, it isn't probably, I suppose. The dude was insane. He was so angry, he was jumping up and down. But something he said had cogged my attention. What do you mean my mom was a witch? I said. My father used to know her. She lived here in La Push and she was a witch. She could make fire come from nowhere and control the weather, the weather, and talk to animals and loads of other stuff. She was a freak like you. Of course. It all made sense now. I was so shocked I fainted. When I woke up, Jacob was in front of me and he was naked. He was smiling in a proper... Yeah. Well, now he's even nakeder.
He's more naked.
He's taken off his skin. It's just like his muscles now, like in that Simpsons episode. He was smiling in a proper creepy way and looked totally weird, like a greasy frog thing. And his male genital item sounds like a fucking scientific paper. His male genital item was not nice like Edward's. It was a horrible wet mushroom.
So she's obviously on Team Edward then.
Yes. He stroked my knee with it and I gasped. What was he going to do to me? But suddenly, before he could come any closer, the door of the room and the end of the story we were in burst open. It was Udard. That's it.
What, from Face the Strange?
Yeah.
Worlds are colliding.
Udard Gerd.
That's that.
Yeah.
So, was
That
it worth
was-
the wait?
No.
No.
That was actually pretty boring for a final chapter, to be honest.
Well, I don't know.
Sniffles was good.
Sniffles, yeah.
So guys, that's the end of Face the Strain. Oh, the end of whatever this is, Forbiden Fruit. So we look forward to our obligatory 500 views, courtesy of Stephen being in it.
He's a draw, brother.
Yeah. So are we going to do?
Wait, can we do a quick retrospective on the series? Because
Okay.
It was fucking awful.
Color. Yeah, as far as
4 years in the making.
3 chapters worth of rape scenes, not the best, I'd say, when writing a troll fic. Like, that's Dongs of Marrakesh's territory, and I'd be glad if you leave. You stay far away from it.
Yeah, I thought it was okay. It wasn't like amazing.
Snoofles was basically the highlight.
Yeah. Like it was fine.
When the highlight of your fanfiction is a giant panda,
Lol.
you've got issues.
Yeah.